Um, we used to open all these different apps to do our work, but now it feels like the apps are just doing the work for us. Intro music. Welcome to the deep dive. We have a completely new technological reality to explore with you today.
Yeah, I am so incredibly ready for this one.
It is going to be big.
We are unpacking OpenAI's GPT-5.5 Super App ambitions today. We are also looking at the dramatic reality of an AI-driven workforce. Like, Google is literally generating 75% of its code autonomously right now.
Which is just wild to think about.
Right. We are also tracking AI robots dominating physical sports. And finally, a fascinating system using Wikipedia to predict our technological future.
Let's start with the catalyst for this massive shift.
Okay.
OpenAI just released GPT 5.5. It basically aims to be the only software you ever need.
Yeah, it merges everything into one single agentic powerhouse.
Right.
Your browser, your code editor, and your daily assistant, they are all just combined. It officially ends the constant app hopping we do every day.
I mean, we saw leaks about the 3D capabilities earlier this year, but the official launch focuses heavily on autonomy.
And core efficiency.
Yeah.
Sam Altman has a very specific vision for this.
He really does.
He wants a unified everything app for work and creation. But Elon Musk has a totally different approach with X.
Much more compartmentalized.
Exactly. Musk is focusing purely on social interactions and finance. We are watching two very different philosophies collide.
It's basically a super app arms race right now. And GPT 5.5 is currently leading the performance benchmarks. It beats Gemini 3.1 Pro and Claude Opus 4.7 handily.
The real standout here is their new Science Leap capability.
Oh, yeah?
They are seeing massive gains in AI-led drug discovery. These agents can run much longer, highly complex reasoning loops, and they do it without breaking down.
Which is huge. I still wrestle with prompt drift myself.
Oh, same.
You spend hours refining a specific goal. Then, 20 prompts later, the AI hallucinates a completely different outcome.
It just forgets the core directive.
It is incredibly frustrating.
Right, and that is exactly the problem this new architecture solves. Older models would just lose the plot over time.
Their context windows would essentially overflow.
Exactly. But GPT 5.5 maintains strict focus without bankrupting your API budget.
The underlying logic is purely about contextual memory retention. It uses fewer tokens for its basic reasoning tasks, so it mathematically has more memory left to remember your original goal.
That is exactly why the drug discovery applications are so successful. The AI analyzes complex molecular structures for hours on end.
And it never forgets the baseline parameters.
Yeah. Beat.
But I look at this ecosystem and I kind of have to push back.
Okay, let's hear it.
Why is this specific super app model truly necessary? Why not just keep our specialized tools separate?
Well, separate tools create immense cognitive friction for human users. Switching contexts constantly destroys our deep focus.
Right.
An agentic super app removes those barriers entirely. It handles the complex routing between specific tasks entirely in the background.
So it's about having one invisible assistant for absolutely everything.
Precisely. You state your goal, and the system handles the routing.
GPT 5.5 represents the grand vision of our digital future. But big tech is living this AI-first reality right now.
Yeah, the corporate reality right now is actually pretty dramatic to witness.
It really is.
Massive structural shifts in tech labor are happening everywhere.
Yeah.
Google just revealed an absolutely staggering internal metric. 75% of its internal code is now AI-generated.
That is a staggering volume of automated production. But let's look at why they are actually doing this.
Right.
It fundamentally improves their security and their back-end operations.
Because humans make typos. Machines don't get tired or overlook simple syntax errors.
Exactly.
They follow strict security protocols with absolute rigid perfection. It changes the entire engineering pipeline.
Meanwhile, Microsoft and Meta are aggressively cutting thousands of jobs.
Yeah.
Microsoft is offering buyouts to about 7% of its staff. Meta is executing a flat 10% reduction across the board.
Yet, they're pouring billions into new AI productivity tools.
A huge shift.
They're quite literally trading human headcount for artificial intelligence capital.
We see this capital shift reflected in venture valuations, too. Look at the autonomous software startup Cognition.
They just raised money at a $25 billion valuation. That is a massive jump from their previous $10.2 billion.
And they specialize in autonomous deployment. Let me clarify what that means for you. It's software that writes, tests, and launches itself without human help.
That completely rewrites the core economics of running a tech company.
Right.
You simply don't need massive teams of junior developers anymore.
And humans are understandably scrambling to adapt to this.
Oh, yeah.
Stanford University is hosting this viral AI Coachella class right now.
Over 500 students are packing the lecture halls every week.
It's packed.
They are desperate to hear directly from Sam Altman and Satya Nadella.
They are panicking, but they also see the massive opportunity. Even retail investors want a piece of this action. AngelList just opened a brand new AI fund for the masses.
It already has over 4.8 million views online. People want early-stage access to foundational companies.
Like OpenAI and Anthropic.
They want to invest before these automated systems completely take over. Beat.
I look at Cognition's massive $25 billion valuation. I can't help but feel like syntax coders are essentially extinct.
Yeah.
Convince me I'm wrong here. Is human coding effectively dead?
It isn't dead, but it is fundamentally evolving right before our eyes. Humans are stepping away from raw manual syntax creation. They are focusing entirely on system architecture and high-level logic now. The AI handles the tedious line-by-line implementation for them.
Right. Developers are now editors managing AI, not just typing code.
Exactly. It elevates the human to a high-level managerial role. Sponsor.
We have explored how AI conquered our digital workspaces. But we need to look at physical latency and hardware next.
Yes, definitely.
AI is crossing the boundary into physical hardware right now.
The physical breakthrough blew my mind entirely this week.
Really?
Sony built an advanced AI robot named Innis for table tennis. It just beat elite human players with near-perfect consistency.
Robotics teams have failed at this specific challenge for decades. Ping pong requires incredibly complex physics calculations in absolute real time.
Yeah.
It is a perfect textbook example of Moravec's paradox.
Yeah, high-level logic is computationally easy for AI, but basic physical movement and spatial reasoning are incredibly hard.
Right.
You can actually watch the match video online right now. The robot anticipates the ball's spin and trajectory flawlessly.
It calculates the ball's aerodynamics in mere milliseconds. If AI can solve physical latency in a fast-paced game,
Yeah.
it is a massive leap for real-world physical AI applications.
Think about the broader implications here. If a robot reacts to a ping pong ball instantly...
Imagine a manufacturing facility.
Exactly. Or navigating unpredictable environments during dangerous search and rescue missions.
But speed in the real world creates incredible vulnerabilities. Organizations are rushing frantically to protect their proprietary operational data.
Right.
Anthropic has an unreleased, highly advanced model called Mythos right now.
And people are tracking its usage using a tool called Mythos Watch. Over 51 governments and major banks are already listed there.
Wow.
They're testing it quietly behind tightly closed doors.
Because public AI models are essentially data sieves. Corporations are terrified of feeding private internal data into public models.
Absolutely.
OpenAI just launched a local privacy filter to explicitly address this.
It actively stops API keys and private data from leaking out. It runs completely locally with over 96% proven accuracy.
Which is incredible.
You can grab it for free on GitHub right now.
It scrubs your prompts before they ever leave your physical computer. We are also seeing tools securely integrate these agents internally.
Right.
A platform called Colab brings these agents directly inside Slack.
It links your tools without switching apps or compromising data. It keeps the context alive across every single project securely. Beat.
Let's explore the broader enterprise implications here. Will localized AI filters simply become the new standard for enterprise?
Absolutely. You cannot legally send sensitive client data to external servers. Local filters act as an impenetrable algorithmic firewall.
Right.
They ensure proprietary data never leaves your secure internal network.
So local privacy filters are essentially the new antivirus software.
That is a perfect way to look at it structurally. It is foundational security for the modern AI-driven workflow.
If AI can rewrite our code and master physical sports, what does it actually think is coming next for us?
Yeah, that is the big question.
We turn to the 2026 Momentum 100 list to find out.
This is wildly different from your traditional tech prediction lists. Usually places like MIT or Stanford rely on expert human voting.
Right.
They get a room full of highly credentialed specialists to guess trends.
But human experts are inherently biased toward their own academic specialties. This new list is purely data-driven, objective, and incredibly fascinating. A system called Cosmos 1.0 simply mined vast amounts of Wikipedia data.
It analyzed edit page and page view momentum to predict our future. And it outperformed those human specialists by a truly significant margin.
It's amazing.
Cosmos 1.0 analyzed over 23,000 technology-adjacent concepts using Wikipedia 2vec. Whoa. Imagine mapping 23,000 concepts into 100 dimensions.
Let's break down those 100-dimensional embeddings clearly for you. Think of it as a mathematical map showing how different ideas connect together.
Exactly. It looks at how mathematically close different articles actually are.
Right.
Frequent Wikipedia edits by researchers indicate incoming patents and venture capital. It is a highly accurate leading indicator of human attention.
It's like stacking Lego blocks of data. Foresee the big picture.
Yeah.
You map out the beta points, and suddenly you see the gravitational pull between seemingly unrelated systems.
Mm-hmm.
If soft robotics suddenly links heavily to automated surgery, the system detects that momentum before humans even notice.
The AI didn't just pick the most globally popular terms either. It identified the actual architectural building blocks of the next industrial era.
Right.
Reinforcement learning took the absolute #1 spot on the list.
It is the algorithmic brain behind complex sequential decision-making. We use it for everything from advanced drug design to drone racing.
Yeah.
The AI learns by ruthless trial and error at massive scale.
Blockchain came in at #2 on the list,
Yeah.
but it is moving far beyond simple cryptocurrency trading now. AI flagged its immense momentum in secure swarm learning networks.
Let's explore how swarm learning actually works in practice.
Yeah.
It allows competing hospitals to train AI on medical data securely.
Right.
They don't even have to share their highly sensitive patient files. The deep learning happens locally on their own secure servers.
Mm-hmm.
And only the mathematical insights are shared across the broader network.
We are also seeing a massive, undeniable surge in hardware trends. 3D printing and soft robotics are the fastest growing physical categories.
The physical manufacturing front is finally catching up to the software.
Yeah.
Augmented reality is finally crossing the true momentum threshold too.
It is officially moving from a novelty gimmick to mass utility. The underlying data shows people are actually searching for practical daily applications now. Beat.
But I have to question the real-world value of this data. Does being just 3 months early on a tech trend really matter?
In the ruthless corporate world, 3 months is an absolute eternity. It gives you the necessary time to file patents and acquire startups. You can secure specialized engineering talent before your competitors even wake up.
In tech, 3 months early is the difference between leading and losing.
Exactly. It is the ultimate predictive competitive advantage in global business.
Let's step back and look at the whole picture today. We are crossing a very distinct, irreversible threshold right now.
We really are.
GPT 5.5 is actively becoming the ultimate super app for our daily work.
Google's core code base has become 75% automated by machines.
And AI is even predicting our future just by reading human encyclopedias.
It is completely incredible to watch it all unfold in real time. AI is no longer just a passive digital tool you use occasionally.
No, it's not.
It is an active, autonomous participant in our shared physical reality.
It is making independent decisions and building the infrastructure around us.
Don't forget to check our show notes for you today. We linked the Stanford AI lectures and that crazy ping pong match video.
Mm-hmm.
You can also find the full, fascinating Momentum 100 list there.
Cosmos 1.0 predicted the next industrial era just by reading human Wikipedia pages. But what is it going to predict when it starts analyzing the 75% of the internet's code that AI is currently writing for us? 2 sec silence. Something for you to chew on today.
OT Row Music.